What's up, y'all? Uh, just a quick reminder, I made a GoFundMe. Link is in the description if you want to know more. Made a video about it. Probably don't, seeing as how in the couple of months that I've been making YouTube videos, this is the first video ever where it's gotten no views whatsoever, not an engagement, not a nothing. So I guess that kind of tells me how people feel about that sort of thing, and that's perfectly fine. But just letting you know, link is in the description if you care about that thing. Now, on to the rest of the video. So, didn't really make a clouds and rain yesterday because I honestly was not all that motivated. Just didn't really have a subject. Not to say that I wasn't motivated to create content or anything like that. I've just been doing some things offline and then also just not really doing anything creative at all. It's kind of been cold the last couple of days, and that kind of does damp your motivation. Kind of just want to get under a blanket and stay there. And I mean, luckily for me, I do have blankets and I do have the ability to stay warm right now, so not really the issue, but just like I just did not have a main subject, especially because everyone's been talking about the last couple weeks have just been KSI and Mr. Beast and Lunch Lee and Logan Paul, and I'm just like, okay, I don't care anymore. Please move on. And well, I kind of did get my wish. I did get to see people finally move on from that subject to well, for the most part, the main thing happening right now is people talking about apparently Game Freak leaking, or somebody hacking into Game Freak and leaking a whole bunch of information regarding new and old Pokemon games, and people reading through like old Pokemon lore that's just like I don't know. It's honestly kind of just savage. Like, I don't know. I don't know what kind of people treat animals like that. But just yeah, some savage Game Freak leaks, some old sprites, old game information, and also information regarding the new games, which is fine, but it is what it is. But I don't know. I've kind of just not given a fuck about Pokemon for a little while. Because, okay, so just to rewind a little bit, not Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield. I was so excited for Sword and Shield that I bought both of them in, the double pack. And then I also got, this, special edition, collector's book thing that came with some extra stuff. And then when I found out that the collector's book did not include, the DLC or anything like that, which honestly, that really pissed me off. That really pissed me the fuck off, because I spent a lot of money on that, and that was around the time of the pandemic. So I'm just like, okay, I'm glad that they came out with DLC, which was fine. It was whatever. But at the same time, I'm just like, I spent a lot of money on this collector's edition piece of shit that did not include the DLC, did not include anything related to it. And then the DLC, that's when Pokemon started doing, you have to pay individually for the DLC for each version. Can you motherfuckers get any more greedy for the fact that y'all put no work into this game? There's barely any animation, there's no story. There's no story whatsoever. There's barely any animation. It's such a hollow, useless piece of shit game. And then they started the whole thing with the raids, which are not fun whatsoever. No, that was when they started raids, but that was when they started with Gigantamaxing. And Gigantamaxing was just, yeah, no, it wasn't fun. Wasn't cool. Wasn't good. And it's crazy that people begged and begged and begged for Mega Evolution, and these niggas just gave us a worse version of Mega Evolution in addition to the raids. And okay, great. So Sword and Shield was the last kick in the teeth from me from Pokemon. And after that point, I was just like, nah, I'm not going. And when they came out with Legends Arceus, I did not buy it. When they came out with Scarlet and Violet, I did not buy it. I did wind up getting Violet on discount like a year or two after it came out. It wound up being I think it was like $45 or something like that on Amazon. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a go. And yeah, it's boring. It's not that fun. It's like it's funny because it's like it's fun, but it's so incredibly disappointing and so incredibly mid that you'd want to be doing anything else. Like it's fun for a little while. It's fun to get on there, and if you have an internet connection, just like Wonder Trade to get some random hacked Pokemon. But like other than that, like it's not. There's not really anything to do. Um, I mean the professional players are still having a good time with it, like Wolfie and some other people. But like as far as I'm concerned, Pokemon died for me a long time ago. So it's like, yeah, the leaks are interesting, and it makes for content. But I'm not gonna listen to like 30 people read the same shit over and over and over again. You feel me? This is just it's KSI all over again. It's Logan Paul and Lynchley and Mr. Beast all over again. It's just the same people saying the same shit in different ways, and I just don't care. Like, it's just, yeah, no, I do not care about it, unfortunately, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. But, I did see something interesting that really bothered the fuck out of me, and that was a video from Ryan Beard, who honestly pretty great creator. I love his content because he just sits down and says what it is and goes about his day, and I appreciate that from him. But I wound up watching a video from him about Trisha Paytas and how people have just completely forgotten what a horrible human being she is and all the crazy shit she's done over the years. And also the fact that she apparently has abused her husband and probably her kids. And that's pretty fucking wild, man. That was wild to find out that there's like solid proof of like her husband having bruises on him. And the fact that she married uh an Israeli guy after all of the things she said about like Jews and apparently about Nazis and things like that, and the fact that you now have like half Jewish children is pretty scary. Is pretty scary. And I don't know. I think about all of the mixed kids who's might have a side of the family that calls them a little nigger or something like that. Like it's just that's just the kind of energy it gives. And I honestly like it bothers the fuck out of me when people have like kids of mixed races, and it's just like it's one side of the family is questionable as fuck. And like I'll say this just because it was something that I learned last year that really just like stopped me in my tracks and made me want to fight my mom. I was talking to my sister-in-law, who said she went to my mom for help because my brother is a serial abuser. He puts his hands on women, and I've been threatening to beat his ass for years. And everybody in my family just like, what? Like he's honestly terrified of me. Everybody in my family's terrified to fight me because they know I'm a little psychotic. But I mean, that's on you. That's on you for treating me like a piece of shit, and that's on you for treating other people like a piece of shit that I feel like you need to have your fucking kneecaps beat off. So that's neither here nor there. But my sister-in-law was telling me that she went to my mom to ask for help about my brother, and she was just like, well, my ex-husband, my dad, cheated on her with a white woman, so she wasn't exactly inclined to want to help my sister-in-law with my brother. And she apparently had a problem with my niece and nephew being mixed because my dad did some shit. And I'm just like, bitch, what kind? Like, I was just like the shit, like the fact that my sister-in-law just put up with that shit for years and years and years. And like, I'm the youngest. I'm 6 years younger than my brother, and at the time, like, I had my own family. Me and my ex were really separated from the rest of my family, so we didn't really fuck with nobody, and I didn't know nothing about this. Like, I didn't keep in contact with people and shit like that. I was off doing my own thing. But hearing about that shit just like really sent me in a different direction. I was just like, wow, I think I hate you niggas even more than I hated y'all. Like, I dislike my family because of the way they treated me, but hearing that shit about somebody else who came to them for help and they said, I don't feel like I should help you. And she didn't help her, really. She never said anything. My mom never said anything to my brother about this shit, I guarantee, because of the way he kept acting over the years and the fact that I keep having to threaten this nigga's life is proof enough for me. But just hearing that shit was just like, how the fuck are you gonna take the fact that your husband was a piece of shit and take that out on two innocent kids and a woman that has nothing to do with that shit, but you still gonna treat her poorly for, big fucking question mark. Like, that shit just fucking blew my fucking mind. But at the same time, it's like, what can I do about it now? I mean, honestly, what I was about to do about it, I was honestly about to go get in my car and go find my brother. I was honestly about to kill him. And she had to talk me down. She's like, Ray, you can't, please don't go fucking kill her. I was like, Melissa, I'm about to go kill both of these motherfuckers. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. But, like, why would you tell me that? That shit's just plain fucking evil, man. Like, so... That honestly, I was fucked up for a little while after that, because I honestly, I was finna go kill my brother and I was finna go kill my mom, because I was just like, you niggas don't deserve to live. I don't feel like either of y'all deserve life after treating someone like that. It was like, and like I said, for the longest time, my brother didn't put hands on women. He ain't cared. And I'm just like, you so willing to put your hands on people that don't want to fight back? Well, how about a nigga that wants your fucking neck? How about that? How about you come for me? Like, and I say that confidently, being like one of the few people in my family, like, despite being like homeless now, like, I've gone to the gym for years. I worked like hard labor warehouse jobs. Like, even on my last job, like, was like, yeah, like a warehouse pharmacy, like, it was still like a lot of physical labor. Like, I made sure that I keep myself in shape because I want to be able to defend myself. I want to be able to take a motherfucker out if I feel like I need to. And I was ready. I was gung-ho ready. I was ready to go find that motherfucker. I don't own a gun. I was just gonna, like, man, listen, I was just so ready because I felt that shit was just wrong. It was wrong. It was evil. And I was finna be the arbiter of fucking justice that day. And boy, howdy. But I didn't, because, again, my sister-in-law talked me off the fucking ledge. But I was, man, oh man, I was finna go. I was finna get out there and I was finna get busy. My ass was gonna be smiling in the mugshot on the news. And they, man, sitting in court, why did you do it? Because they needed to fucking go. They needed it. And, I didn't do that, unfortunately, even though it would be nothing short of justice. Truly, it would be nothing short of justice. And, but, justice doesn't always occur in the way that we think that it should. So, that was what it was. This is a far off topic from me talking about why I didn't make a podcast episode yesterday, which it started out with me just being like unmotivated, but y'all see I'm yapping now about shit that don't have nothing to do with nothing, and now I'm deeply motivated, but not enough for an hour-long episode or 30 minutes or anything like that. And but that's it. Let me stop yapping about this, throw it in the editor, and we'll go from there. I guess I should ask you to do the YouTube thing of liking and subscribing and whatever the fuck, but honestly, I don't particularly care at this point. Like, I don't, like, either you are gonna like the video if you like it, you're gonna subscribe if you want to hear more from me. Like, y'all know how YouTube works at this point, and it is what it is. So thanks or whatever.